Yo, what's good, y'all? So today we're gonna be making a basic Roblox GFX, and for those that don't know what a GFX is, I'm gonna show a couple examples on the screen. But for this, all you're gonna need is Roblox Studio and Blender. Blender is a 3D modeling program, so you're gonna need that. But if you don't have it already, you could download it with the link in the description. But yeah, it's pretty easy. It's just gonna be a basic one, but yeah, let's get it. Alright, so before we even get to the Roblox Studio and Blender part, first you have to actually download the rigs you're going to use in Blender. So what you're going to want to do is go to this website right here. I'm going to put the link in the description. This is where you download the actual rigs to import into Blender so you could actually make the GFX. It's free. Obviously it says purchase again here for me because I already bought it, but for you it should say like buy now or something like that. It is free, but you can give them money if you want to. But yeah, download this first. Alright, so now that we're in Roblox Studio, what you're going to want to do is import the avatar you're using. So either if it's your character or somebody else's character, just get the file and import it. But for me, since I'm using my character, I'm just going to go to Rig Builder. Make sure you import it as an R6, and then you just click my avatar and your character will spawn. I don't know why I don't have pants on, but it's okay. So just click on the actual rig. You're gonna want to set the position to 0, 0, 0. If you don't set it to this position, the clothes might be in the wrong position when you actually import it into Blender. So just make sure you set it into at 0, 0, 0. And then you're gonna want to click this, go down to export selection, and then you're just gonna save it on your computer as whatever you want. And then from there we're gonna actually import that into Blender. Alright, this is where it gets interesting. So what you're gonna want to do first is go to edit, press preferences, then go to add-ons, and you're gonna have to actually import the rigs you downloaded from the website. You're gonna import that into here, and then once you import it into here, you should just be able to type it in and it should pop up right here. Make sure it's selected. So then hold on, yeah, so then it'll pop up right here on the side. You're gonna want to press starter rigs, select your rig. So we have a blocky rig, so that's what I'm gonna select, and then it's right here. To know which side is the front, just press this up here and you'll be able to see the front of the character. So now the first step, you're gonna want to go to shading. You're gonna want to click on the character and this will pop up right here on the bottom. Now you're just going to want to select the file that you downloaded of your character from Roblox Studio. You're going to click this X right here, then you want to open, go to wherever you downloaded it, so right here, and it should be right here, it should look like this. Open this up, and now you have the texture of your character, which is the clothes you were wearing from Roblox Studio. Now the next step, if you downloaded it properly, you should be able to go down here and change the faces. So the face folder should also be in the downloads from the website. So you're going to want to click the X right here. It should go blank. Then you open, and once you open it, you just go to the file. It should say Roblox HD faces, and you're going to open that up. Alright, now that we got the face, we're going to be importing all the accessories our character was wearing. So you're going to want to go back to Roblox Studio, and for the accessories, you're going to want to click the rig, click the arrow so it opens up everything you're wearing, and these are the two things I have. So you're going to press this, then control left click, so you're selecting both, and you're going to want to export this selection. Once you export it, you save it and everything, and then we're going to go back to Blender and import it. Alright, once you're back in Blender, you can go to the layout tab at the top, then you're going to click file, import. Make sure you do wavefront.obj. You're going to want to go to wherever you saved it, and you're going to click it right here. So now it should import it, but as you guys can see, it looks kind of weird. The colors are right, but it looks kind of weird. So to fix this, you're going to have to go on the side right here, go down to this, scroll all the way down until you get to blend mode in settings. You're going to want to click this. This will fix the colors and it won't make it transparent. Alright, now that we're done with actually importing our rig and all of our accessories. Before we start posing, you're gonna want to attach your accessories to the actual head of your character. So you're gonna click it, click the accessories, then press shift, and then left click the little circle right here so it attaches to the head, and then you're gonna control P and press bone, and this will attach it to the head. So now when we go in pose mode up here, pose mode, when you move your head, it'll actually, the accessories will move with it. If you didn't do that, it would just move the head and the accessories will stay in the same place. But yeah, here, now that we're in pose mode, you can pose it however you want. So move the arms, you can move this part of the arm. Well, you got to move it a certain way, but you can move it like that. You could do whatever. So once you're done posing, then we're gonna add the lighting. All right, so once you're done posing, we're gonna now go to a website to get good lighting for the actual GFX. All right, so you're gonna wanna go to a website called polyhaven.com. This is where you get good lighting and it's free and everything. So you're gonna wanna go right here, browse HDRIs. Then you're gonna just wanna find a lighting that, you know, a good one that you like. So me personally, where is it? Hold on. This one. This one is very bright, and yeah, I just really like it. Like if you go into 3D right here, you can see that it's very bright. We're not even gonna wait for that to load. Oh, here it is. It's extremely bright, and I just like it. It's very good. So first, you're just gonna make sure this is on 8K. Make sure this is on HDR, and then just press download. And once it's done, we're gonna be importing this into Blender also. Alright, so once you finish downloading that, you're gonna now go to the shading part. This is where your character is. Oh, make sure you're in object mode, but this is where your character would be, but we're not gonna be in this section. You're gonna wanna click this right here, click world, and this is like for everything around you. So you're gonna add a texture, go to press add right here, texture, press environment texture. And then you're gonna open the file and make sure you connect this to this so it actually shows. And then once you click this button right here, you'll be able to see the texture all around you. Once you're done importing the file, you're gonna wanna go down here on the right. You're gonna press this, and don't worry about this yet. We're gonna get back to this. This is important to get the best quality. But right now we're gonna go down to film and press transparent. So when we click this, you won't actually see the environment, but you see the lighting. You see how there's lighting on the side, and obviously this doesn't look the best right now. It looks all right, but it doesn't look the best. But to get the full effect, so that like you get the best quality, you're gonna set this to cycles. Now this, if you have a slow computer, like mine isn't the best, but it's all right. But if you have a really slow computer, this could freeze the screen for a little bit. So just make sure your PC is able to handle it. So you're gonna click this, make sure this is on this mode first, just so your PC could ease into the process. But you're gonna wanna click cycles. Then when you get here, click GPU compute. This will allow your system to just, it's easier for the system to actually render your GFX. And now when we click the lighting, yeah, now you can see the shadows and it looks way more realistic and stuff like that, you know? Yeah, my computer isn't the best for this, but you know, most people's computers aren't crazy, but as long as your computer is decent, you'll be fine. So now go back to this screen. You're gonna press your character so this could pop up, and you're gonna, me personally, I've always put this all the way down because to me this texture looks better than when it's shiny. But yeah, just play around with this, make sure your character looks proper, and then we're just gonna go to the last part, which is fixing the lighting and then rendering. Alright, now that we're done with the settings portion for your character, we're now gonna make sure the lighting is pointing in the right direction. So for this, one method is to just go in here and add coordinates for the actual environment. But since we're only doing one rig, all I'm gonna do is go back here. Actually, you could go to layout, and you're just gonna take your rig and you're just gonna rotate it. So you just could put this on so you can actually see where the lighting is. But you're just gonna rotate it however you want. So I'm gonna rotate mine a little bit this way. Yeah, so now you see, you just rotate it wherever you want the lighting to point. So I'm gonna rotate it a little bit more this way, and let me see. Yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, just play with the lighting, make sure you have it wherever you want it to point, and then next we're gonna be adding a camera. Alright, so once you finish with the lighting, now we're gonna add the camera to actually get the shot for the GFX. So you're gonna hold down shift, click A, and then press camera. And I'm actually gonna switch the mode to make it easier for my computer. But just take this camera, I didn't mean to do that. Take this camera and just place it wherever you want. Only what's within this rectangle will be rendered, so anything outside of it will not be rendered. So yeah, just move the camera however you want to get a good shot. And yeah, when you're done with that, now we're just gonna click render, and like I said, whatever's within this rectangle will render. So yeah, just make sure the camera angle is good for you, and get it how you want it. Once everything's in the right position, just click this camera, make sure it's all good, and now we're gonna click this right here. And for max samples, you could put it up. The most I would suggest going up to is like around 2,000. I usually put mine around like 1,300, 400. And for max samples, for this one I usually put this all the way down to about like 2,000. Yeah, just so if not only it loads the GFX faster, but it's easier for your computer. But you know, if you have a stronger computer, you could always put those settings up. And then now from here, just make sure everything's in the right position, because like I said, only what's within this rectangle is going to be rendered, and it's automatically going to render with this lighting. So just make sure everything's good, the texture, lighting, and whatever else you want to add into the image. And then from here, we're gonna go to render image, and it's gonna, a window's gonna pop up, and from here it's just gonna start rendering the image. So right here you can see how much left it has to render. So once it's done, it'll allow you to save the image. So we're gonna be back when this is done. Alright, so once it's done rendering, you could go up here to the top left, click image, and then you could save the file. From here, your GFX is pretty much done. You could take it into Photoshop, you could take it into any other editor, you could send it to somebody if you're doing a commission. But from here it's done. You could use it for a thumbnail, logo, whatever you want. But yeah, that's just how you make a GFX.